What's up? I'm on Last Chaos, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on that if you wish. Many levels of mastery is there. No matter for what it is you wish to master and learn. Many different aspects that affect where it is and how you learn. Many levels are there. You have ones beginning, ones that happen to be more on the pro level. Then there's ones that are above that level, that would be considered expert. And then you have beyond that, that happens to be specialist amongst such things of that. But to be able to do so, you must master for what is the opposite side to be considered a specialist and do so. Or you cannot be one that happens to be a shield specialist if it is you do not know and have mastered the other side to be considered a specialist. But many levels of education and or achievement is there. No matter for what it is you wish to achieve, there are many. But the question is, which of these are you? Are you many? Are you few? Do you dedicate your study, or do you have a wide view? Is it something that the battle chooses you? Or is it something to where it does not? Many fields of study. To dedicate yourself to a specific field of study. Amongst that field and profession, there are many different parts amongst that profession. If you wish to have an illustration of such, I can give you a small example and such. Amongst audio capture or reproduction, there are many different parts of that. One captures it live and reproduces it as it is, while others do it for a later time for what it is. Techniques and other things that are used to do such. I will explain. There are four particular amongst this profession. There is for what it is that is called a sound engineer, or for what it is that you happen to call it without knowing the technical name for what it is. This is defined as for what is the sound man in a live show. They reproduce the sound as it's being produced. There's another that does similar technique but slightly different. There is such as recording engineer, which captures the sound for reproduction of professional sounding sound. Techniques and how it is done is slightly different. Similar, but it is slightly different. Then there is what it is that is called. Before I say this one, must explain the second one. These are ones that do such in studios. When it is you listen to a record, these are ones that have done this in the studio. Next is such as a mixing engineer. They carve out the points that the sound has been done for. The recording engineer has done to make them fit together to where You can hear each individual part. Takes a lot more than you realize for this part. To get for what it is, that is, the mix they create. And then there is the mastering engineer. That is the last stage. They ensure the loudness and other such things of each individual part of these such things. That is why, if it is you listen to a record, compared to for what it is that is a live recorded record, this is why it happens to sound different. That is also why when it is that you listen to for your band you wish to listen live, it does not sound the same for what record you have listened to that is not live. I know this because I have been involved in each. In fact, right now, I'm even doing one of them. If you are not aware. Right now, I'm doing the recording engineer. Even as it is, you happen to listen. The only difference is, you see video along with the audio as it is you listen. But many levels of mastery. If it were you were a specialist and the mixing engineer, it would be different for what knowledge you need to know than what it would be for a mastering engineer. For a mastering engineer, you must know all of them. In order to be able to be considered a mastering engineer. If it is you are a sound engineer, you do not need to know the other because you specialize only in that. There is no need to know the other. If you were to take in a video that is either going to be posted before this or after, I explain this a bit more. But amongst that, if it is that you would be a specialist in the last, you would have to be a master in all three that were before the last. That would be the difference between field of study and the mastery that is required for the last field of study. Well, that looks like all the time I have for now, so until next time.